everyone, I'm Jessica J. Discaya. Today we will talking about Unit 9, which is religion. So first, what is religion? Religion is a social cultural system of designated behaviors and practices, moral beliefs, worldviews, texts, prophecies, ethics, or organizations that relates humanity to supernatural, transcendentals, and spiritual elements. However, there is no scholarly consensus over what precisely constitutes a religion. So, ang religion ay isang organisadong sistemang pananampalataya o paniniwala ng isang tao. Next, what is culture? Culture is the social behaviors and norms found in human society as well as the knowledge, beliefs, arts, law, customs, capabilities, and habit of the individuals in this group. So, ang culture or kultura ay tumutukoy sa kabuuan ng mga tradisyon o paniniwalang batas at iba pang kaugalian na natututunan o nakukuha ng tao. Next, how are religion and culture related? The relationship between culture and religion is revealed in motivations and manifestations of cultural expressions. In culture, express how humans experience and understands the words. Religion is a fundamental way in which humans experience and understands the world. How is religion important to culture? Religions can be a key factor in the culture identity of many people, influencing their behavior and traditions. Rituals, sacrifices, prayers, art are one of the many ways people show their allegiance to a particular. Next, how does religions affect culture? Religions can affect more than particular person's habit. These beliefs and practices can influence an entire community, nations on religion. Religious practices shapes and are shaped by the cultures around them. Next, what is the influence of religion to cultural and society? The beliefs, value, and ideas of religion traditions have made and continue to make significant contributions to the development of human societies and culture. In essence, religions provide a frame of reference for understanding the world and for guiding personal and communal actions.
Separation of church and state. School districts and various state legislators who seek to circumvent the principle of separation of church and state continually test the First Amendment. It is difficult to believe that state legislators, many of whom are attorneys, are not aware of laws related to church and state. It is likely that these legislators or school officials believe it their responsibility to infuse their concept of morality and ethics into the school's activities or curriculum. The Supreme Court, however, has the responsibility of ruling on the constitutionality of such directives. The following are examples of Supreme Court rulings related to education, the First Amendment, and the principle of separation of church and state. Separation of church and state is the idea that government should remain neutral toward all religions and not officially recognize or favor any one religion. In the separation of church and state, church refers to religion in general, while states refers to the government. Total separation would mean no direct or indirect aid to religious groups, no tax-free status, no tax deduction for contribution to religious groups, no national Christmas tree, no government-paid complaints, chaplains, or religious holidays, no blue laws, and so on. The list of religious activities, rights, and privilege that could be eliminated seems almost endless.
Religion as a way of life. Many religions are particularistic in that members believe that their own religion is uniquely true and legitimate and all others are invalid. Other religious groups accept the validity of distinct religions that have grown out of different historical experience. Religion. Isa rin ito sa mga dahilan kung bakit hindi nagkakaintindihan ang mga tao sa bagay at paniniwala, kaya nagkakaroon ng war between countries. Kaya dapat maintindihan ng mga tao na irespeto ang paniniwala ng bawat individual pagdating sa mga ganitong bagay. Dahil alam naman natin na iisa ang Diyos at religion ang isa sa mga daan upang ma-enlighten at sa ating paniniwala sa Diyos. The importance of religion in our lives. The United States can be considered a religion country. 78% of Americans say that religion is very or fairly important to them. Religion is clearly an important aspect of the lives of many people, although it may have little impact of the lives of some. It influences the way many individuals think, perceive, and behave. Religion today has taken a much institutionalized form. Its origin has always been debated and discussed today by various scholars. In sociological terms, religion is a system of sacred belief and practices both in the tangible and intangible forms. Religion can serve the dual role of ideology as well as institution. Today, religion has assumed a more narrow-minded approach. Religion is important in our lives because it connects our spiritual values and ethics and cultural identity. Freedom of religious expression. Brazil, Japan, the United States, Italy, South Africa, and the United Kingdom are among the nations with the least restriction on religious expressions. However, individuals in the other countries are not as fortunate. Grimm, 2013, reported that approximately one-third of the world countries have restrictive policies on religion. Adding to this concern is the alarming fact that nearly 70% of the world's population live in these countries. Religious differences often cause frustration and acrimony in school and society. Those who live in a country such as the United States often take freedom of religious expression for granted. It is this freedom that allows citizens to disagree. Students should be taught that many others in the world do not enjoy our religious liberties and that we others need to be vigilant to ensure that unconditional restriction and ruling are not imposed on our citizenry.
Religious pluralism. Religious pluralism based in US. Religious pluralism is a state of being in which every individual in a religiously varied society has the right, freedom, and safety to worship as they see fit. This meaning is based on American motto, e pluribus unum, which means out of many one. Religious pluralism in Philippines. Despite the Catholic Church's continued dominance in Philippine society, religious pluralism is becoming more prevalent in the country's social and political life. Given the expansion of evangelical, independent, and even non-Trinitarian churches across the country, this diversity is primarily Christian. Catholics believe that religion brings conflict and that religious people tend to be intolerant for more than do members of other churches. Second, in comparison to Catholics, Protestants, Evangelicals, and non-Trinitarians are more inclined to believe that practicing religion fosters friendship taken together. These dispositions present challenges and opportunities for conventional pluralism in the country.